Catnapper, a Kwik Jones play. It's a summer day in University City, the hottest summer ever according to University City residents. Temperatures are reaching record highs of 70 degrees. At Rise, the University City Police Station break room, Sergeant Michael Gribbs stands with one hand holding a coffee pot and the other hand holding his cell phone to his ear. He's in a heated conversation with the mayor of University City.
I don't want it, Paul. I'm out of favors. I don't care what you told her. Leave me out of this. Why not? She's the governor. Well, hell, you're the mayor, Paul. She may run the state, Paul, but this is your house. You like the idea of some city stranger dancing in your kitchen? I mean, good Lord, you know what I'm saying? You have a lot of good young cops in here that can do the job. What about Trent or Davis? Both young, smart, loyal. Oh, stop it. The guy just likes Disneyland. That doesn't mean he's not qualified to be lieutenant, special detective. What the hell does that mean anyway? They get the governor's special hand job treatment? Oh, I forgot the world we live in today. Can't afford to have a sense of humor. Well, pretend it didn't come out of my mouth. But it did. Whatever. Who's picking this guy? It's not a guy. A woman. Oh, that's going to go over well. Just explain to me why she's so hell-bent on hiring someone from outside the department. She can't blame us for the lieutenant's crap. That doesn't mean everyone in this department is a murderer. That's ridiculous. That's like saying every politician is a two-faced, lying, greasy, slimy, backstabbing snake in the grass. I was kind of hoping you would fire me. It was worth a try. She wasn't the only one that took. I know an election is coming up. Well, she just lost my vote.
Jesus, Joseph and Mary.
Joseph Cross, home office, same day, same hour. Cross sits at his desk, one hand holding his cell phone, speaking with the owner of Pedal Spa, a brothel posing as a massage parlor. The other holding his office phone, where his son David waits on hold.
Look, my little chopstick, you either find me what I want, a suitable masseuse, by 2 o'clock, or I'll go to Dolphins and find what I'm looking for. And no big hands. Whoever you hired last week had hands like Sasquatch. Oh, hold on. David. Son, cut your tongue, David, and listen. Of course he's pissed with you. His daughter is missing, and he thinks you have something to do with it. Oh, she's the apple of his eye. No, she's the bun to your hot dog. That's a bit different. Yes, I know you're pissed, but she was your mistress, David, not your daughter. You get what I'm trying to say here? Jesus! All right, I'll talk to him. David, you're my son. I love you to death, but you have so much of your uncle in you. What does that mean? It means the same thing when I said it to you yesterday. Hold on. Chopstick. Now, where'd this one scurvy up from? Dallas? Oh, no. Try Florida or California. They're nice and fresh. I want her fresh. You have one of those? I'll show her what I like. It's my massage. Hold on. David, it's all right. You sure everything is set? You're sure? I don't want any hiccups like last time. How many asses do you have in the seats? Did you invite those seats I was telling you about? Well, why not? Jesus, David, put the call into the senator's assistant. Like I showed you, say what I said verbatim, all right? Now, how many monkeys and border jumpers? Oh, no, that's too many. You get too many in one place, they'll bring down the value. Just fix it and make sure they smell good, for Christ's sakes. You're giving them a chance at a better life. Son, I've been flying these skies for many years, and you know what the first thing your grandfather taught me? Listen to those who know how to get it done. Jesus, yes, I'll talk to Dennis. You keep working on this.
Crossax Mobile Home Park, same day, same hour. Ms. Gilly stands on her makeshift trailer steps, one hand holding her so-called famous lemonade, the other hand holding her cell phone as she talks to University City Police again.
I've called 100 other times, and you guys keep on doing nothing about it. I'm not going to calm down because he has another one. He's stealing, and it's against the law to steal. Come put him in jail. If it was a black person, you would have been here so fast. You took my boyfriend that one day, and he didn't do anything. You just came, and you took him away, and he never came back. No, don't put me on hold again. I want to talk to your boss. Hello? Let that cat go!
Mason, 30-ish, childlike, face covered with tattoos, sits crisscross applesauce outside his well-off trailer. With a cloth sack in one hand and a cat's collar in the other, Mason speaks into the bag.
She's not going to hurt you. I won't let her touch you. What's your name? Your name is Balls? That's a funny name for a cat. You shouldn't be out here alone. It's dangerous. You can get hurt. All the glass and cars and crazy people. Well, your mommy and daddy didn't love you. They let you walk alone. All alone. Well, I'll protect you. No one will ever hurt you. Oh, look what I have. It's really good. You want some? You want some? Are you hungry? You hungry? Yeah, you are. You want some? Come get it. I'm your friend. I'm your true friend. Yeah, balls. Ballsy, balls. Oh, you're a beautiful cat. I love your orange and white fur. You're gonna come with me. We'll go inside and meet my babies, and then we'll go see the product.
University City Police Station. Gribbs is still in a discussion with the mayor.
Great. Just great. When is she coming? In 6 months. Great. I'm always tired. That's why I don't want the job. Of course, making lieutenant would be nice 10 years ago, but right now it's just bad timing, that's all. Make this new special detective the Why me, Paul? What do you mean you need somebody you can trust? I am looking at the big picture. Paul. Fine. Mr. Mayor. I want to help you, but right now I just can't. You and the governor fight it out without me. Huh? Who told you that? I don't sleep on the job. Well, you have a mole in my house, Mr. Mayor? Is that a knife jammed in my ribs? It sure sounds like a threat. I know exactly what you're saying, and I won't be looking forward to that call. I'll never forget to vote again.
Gribbs' head bobs. His attention turns to the break room entrance.
Lou? What are you doing here?
Seconds later, he is asleep. Cross home office. Joseph Cross is on the phone.
David, did you call that stupid cousin of yours? Well, what did he say? Oh, never mind. I already know. Make sure he's picking up the right ones. I've told him 1,000 times. Yes, it's important. It was your idea. Who knew? Keeps the product happy. Well, he's not my mistake. Let him be a lesson to you. Don't dip your pen in tainted ink. Just handle it, and him. You're going to oversee all of this one day. Well, get used to it. No one wants the responsibility. That's why we delegate.
Scene 2. 6 months later, mid-morning in the University City Police Station break room. Newly appointed Lieutenant Gribbs is asleep at the break room table. Special Detective Crystal Beck enters, loaded down with a rolling suitcase, book bag, and a box. She struggles through the break room. Once at the table, she searches for a sanitary place to set her belongings. Her left eye tears up. She drops her things, unknowingly waking the lieutenant. He studies the special detective, then quickly closes his eyes and pretends to be asleep.
Where am I?
I ask myself that every morning.
What do you come up with?
No good answers, just more depressing questions.
Great. The officer with the weird hat on.
Oh, God. Hey, Davis. Take that damn god-awful hat off. You gotta forgive that twit. He went to Disneyland a year ago, and now he refuses to grow up. I don't get the guy. Of all the things to fall in love with, he chooses Goofy. Goofy!
Yeah, I was told...
Ah, Jesus! This damn leg. Every time I sleep in this damn chair.
Probably shouldn't sleep in a chair, or at work.
I was thinking about putting a couch in here.
I was told Lieutenant Gribbs was in here.
He is. Don't strain your eyes looking. I'm the sap the mayor forced into this job. Yeah, I know you weren't expecting a dead-leg lieutenant.
Oh, no, I wasn't expecting anything. I'm Special Detective Crystal Beck. You're expecting me.
I am?
Yes, I was assigned.
Assigned where?
Missing Persons, the Bureau.
Gribbs limps to the coffee pot.
The Water Bureau? They're pulling this crap? I told Frank no matter what we do, the damn Water Bureau...
No, I'm not with the Water Bureau, Lieutenant. The Special Bureau of Criminal Affairs.
We have a special bureau?
Gribbs is having problems making coffee.
Lieutenant, the state decided that I would be of some help with the missing persons cases.
You're shitting me.
No.
Do you know how to work one of these?
Coffee maker?
Yeah, I can't make a pot to save my life.
So you drink coffee, but you don't know how to make coffee?
I'm more of a fix-the-car type. My wife is the coffee maker.
Beck takes over making the coffee.
Officer Best.
Detective Beck.
Yeah, I don't remember being told you were coming.
That's strange. I was told that you were expecting me.
Really? By who?
She pulls out an official state letter and hands it to Gribbs.
Sorry, can't help you.
You can't help me?
Nothing I can do. No one told me about some special whatever coming in here and helping us solve cases.
But...
Until I hear from my boss, my hands are stuck under my ass.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Tell whoever gave you this to call the person who pays me.
Tell the governor to call the mayor?
The governor gave you that paper. Well, that explains everything.
Maybe you can explain it to me because I'm not understanding what's going on right now.
We never do. We just do what we're told. No matter how many bees it puts in your bonnet. No need to lose water over it.
I'm trying to find a joke in this.
Look, I'm just pulling your ponytail. I knew you were coming. The mayor gave me a heads up about 6 months ago and another heads up last night for about 2 hours. Whoa, hey, stand down, darling. Just giving you a warm welcome. Michael Gribbs, or Mike, or Old Ass, whichever. Beach,
Beck.
welcome.
Thank you, I think.
Sorry about sticking it to you.
You were very convincing. Maybe you should have been an actor.
I was, back in my heyday. I played a tree about a week ago from a church.
A week ago was your heyday?
I get younger by the hour.
That explains the mid-morning nap.
Did you find a place to crash? I know around this time of year with the beach crowd and all, it can be a bitch finding a place to shack up, especially in this heat wave.
There's a heat wave?
Yep, and I feel it too. Whew, 70 degrees.
That's not really a heat wave.
A bit laid back around here.
I can see that.
Oh, hey, forgive the artwork, guys.
That's not artwork.
Jesus! I think I get too much salt in my diet. The tingle is what gets you.
Lieutenant, I couldn't find a space for my things.
Well, I didn't quite know where to stick you.
Stick me?
Yeah, we're kind of tight when it comes to space. I have the last desk.
You're not working out of your office?
I don't have an office.
You don't have an office?
I'm not the office type.
Are you jumping back into your heyday?
I was thinking about this. Since we don't have a lot of room and all, maybe you should work out of your hotel room. That way you can be comfortable.
Silence. Then Beck exits.
Hey, being comfortable is a good thing. Oh, God, I'm starting to hate this job.
He comes in with the Gribbs nameplate from his office door.
Where in a rat's ass did you find that?
On your office door.
Well, I'll be damned. When the hell did they get around to sticking that on there?
So you do have an office?
Well, I do, but I don't on the account of I don't want the damn thing.
Why not? You're the boss.
Don't remind me.
Maybe I can take it. If you unlock it and remove all the dead flowers and deflated balloons, I can...
No.
Okay, I can remove everything myself.
That office is off limits.
What? I don't get it.
No one is allowed in there.
But it's space that's needed.
That office with the dead flowers belonged to Lieutenant Moore, and to these men and to this department, he was a father figure. You probably don't have any idea who he is, but...
Lieutenant Moore? He was accused of murdering several young women at University City. Google.
We don't know if that's all the way true.
Wasn't it his son who admitted that his father was the murderer of at least 5 women? One of them being his son's former fiancée?
Just because Nikki said it doesn't make it true. If you knew the problems he and the lieutenant had, you'd know better than to trust anything Nikki said. If you ask me, Nikki should never have made sergeant, but that tells you how much his old man loved him. To me, Nikki was ungrateful.
Is that why the mayor fired him?
Let's come to an understanding, city life. Nikki broke a prisoner out of jail. He's lucky he didn't take her place. Because of the respect the mayor had for his daddy, he gave him a choice, administrative leave or he could walk.
And he chose the latter.
That alone tells you how stupid the kid was. Throwing away a career that your father, a righteous man, gave you.
A righteous man?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I know I'm a bit older than you.
A bit.
How I talk isn't hip like you and your people.
My people?
When your generation says bad, that doesn't necessarily mean bad. So when I'm saying he was a righteous man, I'm saying, what's a word college kids throw around? Hey, you guys under 40, you know a slang word for a righteous man? What? So when I say righteous, I mean dope. You know? Because dope means a good guy nowadays. In my days, nope, dope meant you were a few cans shy of a 6, or drugs.
Where am I?
You going to be able to finish that coffee?
Scene 3, afternoon, Cross Axe Mobile Home Park. Ms. Gilly is outside sweeping dirt around. Mason enters carrying the same cloth sack from the opening. At the sight of Ms. Gilly, Mason speeds into his gate.
I know what you got in that bag.
I've done nothing wrong. Nothing.
Stop stealing them cats.
I'm in my space. It's my space. They said stay out of my space.
Leave them cats alone.
I'm helping.
You're stealing.
No, I'm helping.
No, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Go back to your space. Go back to your space.
I'm gonna call the police, and they're gonna take you away like they did my boyfriend.
I'm gonna call the authorities on you because you neglected your cat.
No, I didn't. You took her. You took my baby.
No. You just let her walk around. She got run over. You didn't love her. That's what happens when you just let them walk around alone and don't watch over them.
Give me back my baby.
She's dead. You let her die. It's your fault.
Ms. Gilly drops her broom, snatches off her shoe, and chucks it at Mason, missing him by a mile.
That's assault! That's assault! That's assault!
I didn't hit you. I didn't hit you.
Assault!
He
Assault!
stole my
Assault!
Cat. He stole my cat. He stole
You're
my
lying.
cat.
She's a liar.
He ties him up. He ties him up. He
It's to
ties
keep
him up.
them safe. It's to keep
Let
them
them
safe.
go. Let them go. Let them go.
They love
Let
me.
them go.
They're my family. You're mad because you don't have any family. No one loves you. Even your cat didn't love you.
She snatches off her other shoe and chucks it at him, missing again by a mile.
She's being violent.
No, I'm not.
You're throwing shoes at me. She's throwing shoes at me. You have no shoes. I have the shoes.
Give me my shoes. You stole my shoes.
No, you threw them. You threw them.
Give me my shoes.
Don't throw them at me.
Give me my shoes.
Say you won't throw them at me.
I won't. Give me.
Mason, with caution, hands her one shoe, then the other.
Goodbye.
Ms. Gilly launches the shoes at Mason.
Leave them cats alone.
Scene 4, same day, Cross home office. Joseph Cross sits at his wide desk dressed in a beat-up T-shirt and boxers. He's on his cell phone with a golf club relaxed on his shoulder.
You're shitting me. Oh, Mr. Mayor, stop. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop you. You gotta stop. I'm gonna shit a liver. Oh, now you're pissing on my head and telling me it's raining. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, well, it serves you right. Here you are with the best baker on God's green planet, and you entering amateur bake-offs. That's just unfair. You should have been disqualified. But I'll tell you what, let your wife come on over here and whip up a couple of them delicious pies. Oh, you're kidding me. That's her own recipe? Would have sworn on my daddy's grave that recipe was passed down by her great-grandmother. Oh, now, Mr. Mayor, if my ears are hearing you right, I think you're threatening me with sweets. Well, send it right over. Oh, Mr. Mayor, I don't want to talk about pies. Let's talk about the apples that make that pie. You know, if you wanted the apple to have a stem, I needed at least a 2-month notice. At least 2 months. It's not that easy finding an atom. Yeah, I hear you, and I get it, but the head wants what the head wants. But it's my job to make sure the head doesn't fall off after it gets what it wants. So that takes time. Planning, searching, testing. If that's the fruit you want, I will make it happen for you. Established when? Oh, no, that's not a problem. I was just hoping I wasn't going to have to supply diapers. Oh, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to make it happen, but I want some assurance that you're taking a seat when I pull this off. And of course, it's going to be tricky, so that means the price of fuel must go up. Oh, no, my hands are tied on this one. That's the way it must be because of the short notice. So, what do you say, another 20,000? I promise that apple will have the longest stem you've ever seen. Oh, what are you complaining about? You're just going to swindle it back from me on your next campaign.
Mother Cross enters, dressed in a silky nightgown and robe. She's bothered.
I've been calling for you for over an hour.
Mother, I'm on a call. Oh, yeah, she's off her meds right now.
I'm not off a thing.
Here, Mother, say hi to the mayor.
Which one?
The Apple King.
Oh, hi, Jean. Yeah, tell Emma I love the pie. Yes, it was delicious. We don't get much dessert around here.
Unless it's in her glass.
Yes, he is too much like his father.
Be nice.
What was that, Jean? I'm fine. Dealing with a bit of a heat wave. It's been about 70 degrees. Jean, I was wondering if you had access to the Army.
Well, of course he does. He's the greatest mayor the Apple City has ever had or seen.
Oh, Joseph, don't be such a kiss-ass.
You see there, Mr. Mayor, how can I ever get a big head with this one keeping me in check?
What was that, Jean? Oh, I asked about the Army because I need the Special Forces to find my Cuddles. She's missing.
All right, that's enough.
She's all white. And she has the silkiest fur.
The mayor's army isn't in University City, Mother.
Call who? But who? Oh, Mayor Paul. Yeah, I will. Thanks, Jean.
Say goodbye, Mother.
Bye, Jean. Tell Emma to send me that recipe.
Mr. Mayor, you think about that proposal and let me know before the end of the week. All right? All right, are you okay now? All right? Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Dear God, I hope that woman drops dead before she sends that god-awful recipe. The possums wouldn't even eat it.
Well, the mayor doesn't eat pie either. No, the mayor is more of a bat and balls man.
Oh, enough about Jean's appetite. I want you to get that useless mayor of University City to get that cartoon police department up here now.
Mother.
No, I want them to find my Cuddles before it's her supper time.
Mother, I am not about to bother the police with something that has to do with Cuddles.
She's a 5-time world champion. What have you ever won?
Mother, have you drunk your medicine this morning?
I don't need medicine. I need to find my baby. Oh, matter of fact, call Leonard.
Mother, Leonard, don't you think that's a bit extreme?
Your father used Leonard for lesser things.
Yes, I know.
Okay, enough of that. You just don't find anything important anymore. I would expect for you to understand about me missing Cuddles, since it's only been 6 months since David was murdered.
Oh, Mother, Cuddles is probably just roaming around having an adventure in this 100,000 square foot mansion.
You think so?
He escorts his mother to the door.
Yes, I do. Your baby is pretending she's in the jungle of Africa with all the other jungle cats, teaching them how to be feline champions.
She's playing?
Yes, playing.
Okay. Where are your pants?
It's too hot for pants. Now go and relax so Cuddles can find you.
He closes the door and saunters back to his desk. Mother Cross bursts back into the office.
African cats! They're animals! They'll kill her! They're gonna eat her! You don't know how dangerous those Africans can be. I want the police to find my baby right now! 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 Now!
Fine, but before I create a citywide panic for Cuddles, let me get you your medicine so you can relax. Can I do that?
With a caring smile, she gently pets her son's face. Cross exits. Mother drops the smile and marches to the desk to make a call.
This is Georgia Cross. I want to speak to the mayor.
Scene 5. Next morning, University City Police Station. The break room has been transformed into a workspace for Special Detective Beck. Leftover food cartons litter the table. Gribbs, on his 5th cup of coffee, is on his cell phone with the mayor.
Paul, why are you doing this to me? What? Fine. Mr. Mayor, why are you doing this to me? Of course I want my freaking job. I just don't want to be a part of this game. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I know. It's all about the votes with you guys. Don't try to clean your plate from all this with crap. Okay. What about the tennis building? We haven't ID'd the bodies yet. I'm handing it off to the girl. That's what she's here for, right? Why would I... What? A what? You're kidding, right? All right, just hold yourself while I get something to write on. All right, let me have it. Yeah. This has to be a joke, right? You're damn right I'm against it, because it's a bullshit thing to do. Oh, don't give me that. Fine. I said fine. You know, Paul, when you're voted out of office, don't worry. You'll still hold the office of asshole, Mr. Mayor.
He hangs up in disgust. After gathering himself, he exits. Beck enters with cleaning supplies. As she prepares to clean, she steps on something mysterious and sticky.
Oh, what the hell?
She grabs cleaning supplies and crawls under the table to clean the floor. Lieutenant Gribbs enters.
Hey, you guys seen Beck? I swear she came in here.
I'm right here.
Ooh, I don't recommend sitting down there. It's probably dirtier than a rat's ass.
A rat is probably what I stepped on.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Hey, you got your own little space. You know, this is going to work out fine.
Nothing like a little exclusion to brighten up your day.
That's what I like to hear. You know what they say. Positive attitude creates positive results.
Feel free to jump in and put something in the garbage bag or wipe something up.
No, not me. I have a strict policy about cleaning. Leave it to the pros.
Let me guess, the guys have that same policy?
You gotta understand. Well, these guys got married, so they wouldn't have to clean.
Maybe they should bring their wives to work.
Look, we all have chores around here. You're just the next man, woman up on the cleaning task. Next month, it'll be someone else.
Next month? Why not live by the mantra of you dirty it up, you clean it up?
That's what rookies are for.
Great. That big bar that all the college kids and townies go to?
George's?
Yes. Has the department ever checked them out?
Dennis Harper's Club? Why would we check it out?
There were over 100 registered complaints about spiking girls' drinks. Sexual assaults, underage drinking.
That place is owned by a good, respectable family and personal friend of this department.
So you look the other way when it comes to situations?
No. We just don't get our panties in a bunch about everything, but I wouldn't expect a city girl to understand small-town life.
I think it's easy to understand what goes on around here.
You got an allergy or something?
No.
Just noticed your eye always leaks.
Just does.
Could be from all the sand around the city. You gotta wash your hands.
I can imagine you giving hygiene tips, but here you are.
Why come all this way for work? I'm sure there's a lot more bodies needing to be discovered in your corner of the world, unless you couldn't cut it in the city.
I applied, they chose me, and I can cut it anywhere.
All right.
Glad to see the weather here is the same as it is at the academy.
Yeah, we got us a heat wave going on.
I'm not talking about your so-called heat wave, but thanks for not understanding. Since we're talking about if I can cut it, I noticed the board.
What about it?
I see there's a case I should be handling.
What case is that?
The tennis building.
Yeah?
I should go check out the crime scene. Start collecting.
Yeah, I think we pretty much got that rope tied. Besides, you're not in the rotation yet.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm here, and I'm ready to work.
Well, I see you're here, but I don't see you getting on the board quite yet. I don't think you're ready.
What makes me not ready?
Relax. We got us a laid-back environment. Get to know the town. Go shopping. Get some sun.
I'm already tan, and I don't like shirts with catchy beach phrases.
I have a couple of those.
I can imagine. Look, Lieutenant, I came here to work. I'm ready.
In due time, Detective, in due time.
You know, I think it's time I call the mayor.
A lot of good that'll do.
Okay. How about I go higher up on the food chain? I think the governor would love to know why her special detective isn't receiving any special support from her superior.
All right. No need to stir your drink with your finger. You want to go play detective? You want to be in the rotation? Well, here's your chance.
Great. What is it?
I'm sending you straight to the top. You're going to get to the bottom of these abductions.
Gribbs pulls out a message and half-heartedly hands it to Beck.
Thank you.
Please, don't mention it.
Scene 6. Same day, late afternoon, Joseph Cross' home office. Cross is on his cell phone, dressed the same.
Like my father did with me, but the chief upstairs had other plans on his books for David. But I do want to thank you, Senator, for the flowers and the prayers. Or should I thank your assistant? Well, thank her in whatever way you can. I bet you will. All right. What's that? Oh, like I said, Senator, you've nothing to worry about. You'll get the darn thing passed. Hell, I know one bill I wish we would get back on the books. What's that? Yeah, that's absolutely right. I guess you could get away with border hoppers for cheap labor. Yeah, I know nothing beats free. Well, thanks to Redneck Clinton, we'll never see it again. I know they're trying to take advantage of you down there. What's that? Oh, would you stop worrying? You have the House, Jesus. Who? Senator Tight-Ass? Oh, no, that redneck is not going to vote against it. Senator, trust me, he's not going to vote against it. We'll cut him in. That's all he wants. That's all he's looking for. And I know a great deal of folks in your neck of the woods. I'll be happy to reach out to them on your behalf. Senator, you've been a great friend, and may I add, customer, which leads me to my next bit of business. Yeah, you knew it was coming. Yes, it's time to pony up for the fuel. I have the product you ordered, but I see you haven't logged on for approval.
Office phone rings.
Oh, Senator, hold on. Yeah? Oh, okay, just a sec. Senator, I have to run. I have some pressing business to handle. Yes, my 2 o'clock. But log on and pay for your fuel. Okay, sir. My best to the wife and grandkids. Okay, you just keep the wheels turning left, Senator.
Hangs up the cell phone.
Okay, send her in.
He hangs up the office phone. Beck enters.
Mr. Cross?
Wait, right there.
I wanted to...
Now, if you don't mind, could you please remove your shoes?
Excuse me?
I don't like tracking the outside on my new $500,000 flooring. You can just hold on to them. Oh, that egg roll of an owner has a natural eye for beauty, which is surprising because of how slanted they are. You're a bit overdressed, but it works for you. Yes, she does have an eye. What hole did she discover you in, sweetie?
Mr. Cross, I'm...
Oh, no, wait, don't tell me. You're the daughter of Eve, here to lure me with forbidden fruit.
No.
No? Are you sure?
Do you always take meetings in your boxers?
Well, only in a heat wave. Does it make you feel uncomfortable?
I grew up with loud farts and burps.
You grew up in an alley of homeless people?
I have 4 older brothers.
Oh, my. I had a brother. He and my son passed on. Separately, not together, that is.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Mr. Cross.
Oh, no, call me Joseph, not Joe. That's a bit underclass for me. Joseph is strong, biblical. When were you established?
Excuse me?
Sorry, business language. When were you born?
When was I born?
You look a little long in the tooth, as my daddy used to say. No, don't get me wrong. That's fine. I'm sure that little chopstick over at Pedal Spa must have thought you would work. I trust her. Well, not really. Why are we standing? Plant that hiney in a chair.
In his attempt at chivalry, Cross pulls out Beck's chair. She sits. He sits on the edge of the desk so his male parts line up with her sight line.
You're not from around here. When most girls get here, they can't stop blushing. I don't know if it's me or the house.
I'm sure it's the house.
Yeah, I blush when I see it too. And I grew up in it. You from down south, Florida? How do you like our beach?
It has sand and water. Mr. Cross, do
We
you...
have I think of its name. Hell, I own the damn thing, I can't think of its name. Your beauty makes me dumb. Anyhow, you can rent a horse and wagon and just ride along the beach watching the sunset. Or I can have it arranged so you can watch the sunrise. Not that I own the sun or anything, I just own the horses and the wagons. But they're not called wagons.
Carriages.
Carriages, hot damn, stunning and smart. Well, where's my manners? Can I get you anything? Wine, champagne?
No.
Are you sure? I own one of the best vineyards in America. We've taken first place for the past 3 years with our Chardonnay and our red.
No, thank you.
Oh, business-minded. I like that. Did my assistant go through what I'm looking for?
Looking for?
Yeah, I don't care for the deep tissue stuff. I like more of the gentle rubs. I like to be petted.
Petted?
That's what men and cats have in common. We both like to be petted. You've never heard that before?
Can't say that I have.
Well, this isn't the setup. I have a bathroom back there with the table. Like I said before, I don't find hard massages pleasurable.
Office phone rings.
Ah, it never fails. I tell her I don't want to be bothered, and I get bothered. Yeah. My what? I thought this was my 2 o'clock. Then who? Hold on. Where did you say you were from, darling?
University City Police.
Oh, okay. Reschedule that 2 o'clock. No, send them away.
He hangs up and quickly puts on his trousers.
Oh, boy, this heat wave has the central air on the fritz. What'd you say your name was, officer?
I'm Special Detective Beck, Mr. Cross.
Oh, Special Detective. Is that the, FBI type stuff?
Kinda. I get those special cases that need special attention and deep focus.
Well, how can I help you?
We were called here.
You were called here?
We received a call from this residence saying that someone wanted to talk about the abductions.
Someone in here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's impossible. There's no one here but Mother and I and my assistant.
What about the petting in the back?
What petting? Oh, my massage.
Does everyone leave on their own free will?
Of course they do.
Can you give me their names?
I don't keep track of their names. They come, give a service, and leave.
Service?
A massage. A massage.
There's been complaints by girls from your clubs.
Clubs? I don't own any clubs.
You don't own any clubs?
No, I don't have any interest in clubs.
What about the bar in town? George's, the Shoreline Strip Club.
Oh, George's? Yes, it's a true University City landmark, but it's not mine. There's no real money in clubs. I deal with the big picture projects.
Big picture?
Yes, I acquire old companies that are declining. I restore them and sell them. One of the many things I do.
How old do they have to be?
How old?
The company you acquire.
Oh, it depends.
On?
It feels like I'm being interrogated.
I'm just interested in what a 1%er has a taste for.
Oh, well, that's easy. Not to be part of the 99%.
Mother Cross bursts into the office, still dressed in her nightwear, carrying a framed picture of Cuddles.
I knew you were here. I saw your card.
Mother.
I'm the one who called.
You called the police?
Yes, my baby is missing.
Your baby?
Yes.
Her cat.
Your cat?
Yes. She never misses a meal or a nap.
Jesus, Mother. She's set on believing someone jumped over the giant gates that separates us from the world and stole her cat. I told you, Mother, Cuddles is somewhere in this 6-block mansion.
Your cat?
Her name is Cuddles, and she's the prettiest thing you've ever laid your eyes on.
You called about a missing cat?
Well, not just a cat. Cuddles is a 6-time feline champion of the University City Feline Competition.
She found her as a kitten, wandering the street, eating crap out of diapers.
Hush, Joseph. They had to have taken her from the yard. Her last walk of the day. I allow her out 3 times a day. And her last walk was around 7 in the evening or maybe 8. And I've already talked to the mayor.
You talked to the mayor about your missing cat?
Yes. And he has assured me that anything and everything is at my disposal until she is home, safe and sound.
He's crazy over Mother. He comes to dinner at least once a month. Oh, you should see them carrying on. I swear he's sweet on her. You ask me, he's doing a little much for a vote.
The mayor has dinner here.
Oh, yeah. Love steak. It being election time, we'll probably see a lot more of him.
Enough about Paul. To find my baby, this heat wave is dangerous for her. She doesn't like the heat. I have a picture of her. She's all white, like clean white, and not dirty white like most cats.
Scene 7. Hours later, University City Police Station break room. Lieutenant Gribbs sleeps. Beck storms in furious.
Really?
Jesus!
A missing cat? That's what you call getting down to the bottom of things?
I believe I said I was sending you to the top. Plus, you said you wanted to work a case. Well, you're working a case.
This is not a case. Looking for runaway cats is not police work. It's a job for firemen.
Uh-huh. Job's a job.
I'm not playing this game.
Are you telling me you're not willing to work the case assigned to you?
There are women out there missing, and I need to be doing my job trying to find them.
The job is what comes up.
I'm not going to be pushed around.
How you got assigned to Special Bureau whatever with only hours on the job is beyond me. But here...
What are you insinuating? You think I screwed my way into this job?
Your words, not mine.
So you think I was on my back and on my knees? Oh, I was. I was on my back sleeping. I didn't even eat some nights because I was tired from having to work harder than the average dicks next to me, proving I was worth being on the same course as them. And when I wasn't on my back, I was on my knees praying, asking for strength to keep fighting, and here I am, still going through the same crap. But I'm not going to have some drunk Lieutenant Beach Bum chase me off, because I know that's what you want.
You don't have a clue. Most lieutenants would have fired you by now.
Correction. Most lieutenants wouldn't have even hired me.
Have you ever rolled into a crime scene and some poor girl's insides are carpeting the floor? Or some poor sap couldn't handle life anymore, so he decided to paint the walls with his brains? I bet a whistling dog's ass you haven't.
I bet $1 to donuts no cop in here has. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified for this job. Give me the cases I was sent here for, because I'm not working for anything else.
Sounds like we should call the governor. Spill the beans on how you're refusing to work. How do you think that would go over? Especially if the mayor gets a hold of the news. Work the case. Make life easier on both of us.
Permission to speak freely.
Well, I thought that's what you were doing, but please carry on.
What kind of example are you setting?
Example.
Yes, example.
What example should I be setting, Detective Beck?
Maybe you should give up whatever nightlife is keeping you from sleeping at home.
I'll make a note of that.
Maybe the job is becoming too much for you. Too stressful. You said yourself the mayor forced you into this position. Maybe you should get help or get out.
Easier said than done, but thanks for caring, Detective.
One more thing, sir.
Wasn't finished shoveling shit on me, huh?
I see on the board that 9 bodies were found in an abandoned tennis building. I would like permission to join the investigation. I believe as special detective, I should...
Negative, Detective. You're on kitty patrol. Those nothing jobs show the difference between donut-grabbing cops and good police.
He hands Beck a message. She snatches the note and storms out. Scene 8. Hours later, Crossax Mobile Home Park. Ms. Gilly's space. Beck collects information from a barefoot Miss Gilly.
Every time he sees one, he's going over to it and taking it. He stole my cat and my shoes.
Your shoes?
Yep.
I'll see if I can get those back for you.
Oh, that's sweet of you. You look hot.
No, I'm fine. It's really not that hot out.
Let me get you some of my world-famous lemonade.
Gilly scoots into her trailer.
Ma'am, maybe your neighbor is just trying to make sure the cats are fed.
No, he's dangerous. He has all these tattoos on his face. He's been to jail before, too.
Do you know for what?
Well, I don't know. But 24 said that he can't go to the schools. And 14 said she heard the same thing.
Is that someone's name, 24 and 14?
God, no. That's the space they live in. I'm 11, the catnapper's 12.
Catnapper?
That's what we call him, because he kidnaps everyone's cats.
Are you seeing any cats come up dead?
No.
Does he let them go after he feeds them?
I don't think so. He says he loves them, but I know he doesn't.
Gilly enters with a glass of brown lemonade.
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You gotta keep fluids in you in this heat.
Oh, that's really sweet of you. This is lemonade, not tea?
Oh, yeah, my grandmother taught me how to make it.
It looks really cold.
Well, you pass out if you don't have fluid in this here heat.
I don't know if 70 degrees can be considered a heat wave, but I appreciate the concern.
That's just me. I'm a loving person. That's why I say he doesn't love those cats. Why would a loving person tie a little cat to a doll?
He ties the cats up to dolls?
Yep, right there. He'll have the cats tied to a rope with a doll at the end of it.
Like a Barbie doll?
Yep, like the Barbies I used to play with when I was a kid. He had one tied to weights one day. And the cats, they just sit out there and they will not move. Even when a car comes by, they just sit there. It's like they're too scared to move.
Really? What makes you think that?
Oh, animals are just like us, especially cats. They'll tell you when they're scared. Whenever I walk by, they just cry to me.
They cry?
Yep. Meow. Meow.
Yeah, I can really hear how scared they sound from that cat, like, meow.
Yeah. Oh, do you like salmon croquettes?
I don't believe I've ever had that.
Have to try them. They're really good, especially the way I make them.
Billy scoots back into her trailer.
No, really, I just had lunch.
Mason enters with his cloth sack.
Excuse me, number 12. Can I talk to you? Excuse me, number 12?
I'm not 12. This isn't 12.
I'm sorry, I was told you live in number 12.
No, 11. I'm 11.
Oh, I must have misheard your neighbor.
She doesn't know her number. She's crazy.
Okay. What's your name?
Mason or Mace.
Okay, Mace.
I have to do something. I have to go.
That's okay. I won't keep you long. I just wondering if you know what happened to your neighbor's shoes? You laughed. Does that mean you know something about them? Maybe you have them?
No.
She sure thinks you do. If you have them, can you please return them? I believe they may be the only pair she has.
I have to go.
Okay. Hey, just one more thing. Do you know anything about the cats being abducted in this area? Because people seem to think that you have some information that could help us solve these cases.
I have to go.
A cat's meow comes from inside the bag.
Do you have a cat in that bag?
I have to leave.
It's probably suffocating in there, especially with this heat wave going on. Come on, show me what's in the bag. Okay, this is going to go one of two ways. You give me the bag, or I take you into custody for mistreatment of animals. Which one's it going to be? Okay.
Beck looks for a place to set her lemonade down. She is unable to find a spot. She reaches her glass out to Mason.
I'll trade you.
Scene 9, same day, Joseph Cross, home office.
Where's my baby?
Mother, you know how hard it is to get Congressman Sharp on the phone?
All you care about is that foolish plane.
Well, that foolish plane nets us a pretty penny, so excuse me if I'm not concerned about your cuddles. If you ask me, good riddance. There was more of her on my clothes than her back.
You have no heart.
Oh, Mother, please, I'll tell you what. Let's get you another glass of the good stuff.
No. I need to call down to the television station and have them do a story on her.
Use the network to run a special on cuddles. That'll bring in ad revenue.
Just like your father, always worried about the bottom line.
Oh, worrying about the bottom line keeps us from the bottom of the line.
Where's my baby?
Mother, please.
Don't mother please me. What parent wouldn't grieve if their baby was missing? Some of us aren't afraid of showing our pain. Maybe that's why you still haven't visited David.
Mother.
Ignoring him doesn't make the pain any easier to deal with. You should have called Leonard like I told you.
Oh, what good was that going to do?
Let Mr. Harper.
There is absolutely no proof that Dennis had anything to do with David's death. No proof at all.
Oh, take your head out of your ass, Joseph. He wanted David dead.
That is the end of that talk. The end. Now, I mean it, Mother. No more.
Look at you. You used to be so loving. It's like you have no soul.
I have a soul, Mother. It's just tied up at the moment.
David was so bright and smart. He loved people and money.
Yes, he was, and yes, he did.
He was even good with his cousin. I want that grandson of mine brought here.
Why?
I remember. He was here the day Cuddles disappeared, that drug addict thief.
He's been clean since his return home.
He's a criminal.
Now, Mother, let's not do that. He's a good kid who just...
He's just like his no-good father, always looking for an easy way out.
Unless he was in a donut shop or a whorehouse.
Mother slaps his face.
Don't ever poke fun at your brother in my presence.
I'm just stating the obvious. He tended to overindulge in the food and sluts.
She strikes him again.
Did you not hear me? I will be the only one mocking how fat and loose your brother was because I gave birth to him. You should know how it feels to have your son's name tarnished.
Cross's cell phone rings.
Yeah, hold on. Mother, I need to take this. Mother, please. I'll talk to the police personally after I'm off the call.
Mother Cross exits.
When? Were you sure it was him? How long ago? Did they find anything on him? Like drugs? Really? How many? Oh, who brought him in? Beck? All right. No, I'll take it from here. I appreciate the heads up, Davis. You're a credit to the entire University Police Department. Oh, yes, I think I can accommodate that. No problem. Checks going into the mail as we speak. All right.
Cross hangs up. He ponders his next move. It hits him. With a sly smile, he makes a call.
Paul, how are you? You are? Well, how does the mayor of University City find time to golf? Well, what happened to my invite? You know, I would have called off everything to shoot a couple of holes with you, Mr. Mayor. We have to make that happen before the campaign. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't call to say hello. How would you like to fly for free?
Scene 10. Hours after Mason was arrested, he's been released without Detective Beck's knowledge.
So you cut him loose?
Beck, can I have a moment to myself?
Why wasn't I told?
Don't know.
That's all you gotta say.
There's a lot more I would love to say, but there's a chain of command when it comes to complaining.
This is my case. How could you just do that?
Don't make a show about this.
Make a show? How can a guy go around stealing cats and doing only God knows what to them and then poof, he's set free? How and why does this happen?
Poof.
Yes, poof. I barely got to talk to this guy.
You're taking this case pretty seriously, Special Detective.
I'm no donut grabber.
He really had a cat in a bag in this heat?
70 isn't hot, but yes, he did.
What an asshole.
Lieutenant, why was he released?
It's out of my hands.
His lawyer has that much power?
No, our friend the mayor does.
The mayor?
Called me personally.
Why would the mayor be releasing the catnapper?
Catnapper?
That's what the people in the mobile park call him.
Cool name. Look, I didn't ask why. I just did my job. He said release the guy, so we released him. Who in the hell keeps forgetting to make another pot? The person who takes the last cup should make a fresh pot.
Can't we talk to the mayor? Make him see?
Look, all the mayor sees are 9 corpses, an election coming up, and a dead lieutenant who he believes is responsible for the tennis building killings.
Do you believe that Lieutenant Moore had something to do with the tennis killings?
No, I don't think he had anything to do with it, but the mayor wants me to dress this stink up, so I'm picking out a nice shirt and tie.
Dress this stink up?
He wants me to put those 9 bodies on the lieutenant. That clears some of the smell around the city, helps his up-and-coming campaign for re-election. And most of all, the governor looks bad for bringing in an outsider to help.
How can he tell you to do that?
It's politics over truth. The mayor has his plan, the governor has her plan, and I'm stuck in the middle, all for the purpose of votes. I have to eat whatever he feeds me.
Why?
To preserve myself and you. Cops don't deserve to be shit on. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, man or woman. We deserve better. Not this political warfare. Don't get all misty-eyed.
If you only knew.
Gribbs, with a lost look, gazes outward. He is hallucinating that Lieutenant Moore is walking into the break room.
Lou, what are you doing here?
Beck looks around the room to see who Gribbs is speaking to. Seconds later, Gribbs is asleep, and Beck has figured out his secret. End of Act 1. Act 2, Scene 1. The day after his release, Mason has been summoned to the Cross home office. He stands holding his shoes. Cross hits golf balls into a glass.
When you look at golf and basketball, there are some noticeable differences. One is played outdoors, the other in a gym. One is played on a finely manicured grass, the other on wood. One needs 5 players on the court and the other just 1 man. One is played by dignified men, and although few have been allowed to join in, they are not really in. The other sport, men and women, are from a lower standard of living.
I like basketball, Uncle Joseph.
I understand why. It's for your type. Golf is a true gentleman's sport. Therefore, it is important to preserve its old traditions. I love the idea of knowing that the only reason I'm out there is because I am making important business deals. See, to me, this is not just golf. It is enterprising. We go out, play a couple of holes, drink, laugh, shake hands, and then we have a deal.
I like golf, Uncle Joseph.
Golf isn't for you, buddy. Do you remember Leonard Mason? You met him before. He's the one I use for my issues. I almost called him. I decided not to. I hope I don't come to regret that, Mason. When I decided against my better judgment to let you be a part of the family business, I truly didn't know where to put you. I mean, you are a useless specimen of human flesh. Then David said he had something that you would excel at, so I listened and agreed.
It was for the girls.
Mason, we do not use that word in this mansion. Product, Mason.
I'm sorry, Uncle Joseph.
I thought it was the dumbest thing ever, but it turned out to be a great idea. Ha, who knew? You remember what the number one rule of this business is, Mason?
What
am I paying the damn doctor for? Isn't he supposed to cure the dumbness? It is to what?
I remember
Jesus Christ! You don't have a clue what's going on, do you? My brilliant seed is worm food, and I'm left with my brother's dumb nut. Don't get caught, Mason. That is the number one rule. And what happened? You broke that rule. You got caught. Now, you must promise one thing. You will never fertilize any fields. I'm not trying to inherit a crop of idiots. The world, nor I, for that matter, should have to endure such travesty on God's green planet. Now, let's come to an understanding. You will not make another mistake, or I will call Leonard. And you'll be joining your fat father, and no talking to anyone. Comprende? Do you understand? No, you don't. You don't have a clue, you poor dimwit. Okay. I need a massage. You want one? It's on me.
Cross exits. Mother Cross enters. She stands at the door, glaring at Mason. She slams the door shut.
Hi, Nana.
No good devil. Where is she?
Why are you in your jammies, Nana?
Answer me. Where is she?
I don't know.
Don't lie to me.
Mother Cross slaps Mason across the face.
I know you know where she is.
Who?
Who? My Cuddles, that's who.
She slaps him again, this time causing his shoes to fly out of his hands.
Devil telling you to take my baby?
She was shedding. She was shedding on Uncle's pants.
I knew you were no good.
You didn't keep her brushed, Nana. You have to brush her.
I brush her every night. 1,000 strokes with a brush from Pierre de Leon.
No, that's not true.
Where is she?
The product. No talking. No talking, Nana.
Cross enters.
The product. The product?
Mason, what did I tell you about your shoes?
Oh, sorry, Uncle Joseph.
I don't want your trailer filth on my floor.
Nana hit me and they fell.
He gave my Cuddles to some flat-backing whore.
Mother.
Oh, call Leonard. Call him right now.
Mother, call Leonard from Mason? He's your grandson. Yes, he's as dumb as a box of rocks, but he's your grandson.
I don't want to hear it. You bring her home. You hear me? Bring her home.
Mother spits at Mason's feet, then exits.
Mother, I just had the floor polished.
Uncle Joseph?
Yeah?
Nana's in her jammies.
We're rich, Mason. We can wear what we like.
Scene 2. University City Police Station break room.
Took a last-minute mini-vacay?
Unlimited vacation time. The perks of having 30 years on the job. Wait till you get there.
I can only hope. So you're not a drunk?
Don't ever remember saying I was.
How long?
How long what?
Always carrying that drowsy, tired look, dragging around, yawning all day, drinking 20 cups of coffee, hallucinating. How long have you been dealing with it?
The coffee pot? I think it stopped working last night. No one bothered to get a new one. Guess that's my job, too.
Not the coffee pot, the narcolepsy. I'm surprised I didn't catch it sooner.
How did you catch on?
My roommate at the academy had it.
This roommate, did they make it to graduation?
I didn't rat her out if that's what you're asking. We both had secrets.
Good to know.
That's why you didn't want the promotion?
I wanted to be as low-key as possible.
You could just retire.
Mayor wouldn't stand for it. Besides, retire and do what?
I don't know. Open a coffee stand.
Funny. I'm a cop, that's all I know.
Does anyone know?
Somehow His Majesty the Mayor found out, held my feet to the fire, and here I am, the court jester.
Politics over truth.
You're learning, detective. Jesus, don't start with the waterworks. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm so not crying.
So that liquid discharge from your eye is just cosmic ooze?
No, it's my ducts.
Ducks like quack quack ducks?
No, like my tear ducts. I told you my roommate and I both had secrets out of the academy.
And your secret is that you have this uncontrollable tear duct.
Mine was and is, I have the eyes of an 80-year-old. I'm losing my eyesight in my left eye.
You're blind?
Blind? No, but one day I will be.
Can't they do surgery?
Since I was 4 years old, they'd done everything under the sun. I didn't have much of a life growing up. It was spent at doctor's offices. Vision just isn't in my cards.
How in the hell did you pass exams?
I have a great memory. So every eye exam, I memorized the charts. Did what I had to do. I also changed my name, so all my medical records as a youth are non-existent.
That's why you applied for here and not back home.
I'm not crying about it. I just want to do something meaningful before everything goes dark.
I get it, but that doesn't mean I can allow it. But for now, it's still a secret.
Thanks.
What's that?
A map of the areas where the cats are being abducted.
A map? You made a map?
Yeah. See, each cat...
Wait. There's other cats? I thought there were only 2.
Actually, there's like 20 missing reports, but 20, who's counting?
20? Wow. What are the colors for?
It's the area with highest percentage of cat abductions. Red being the largest percentage, then gold, green, blue.
A lot of red in this area.
Do you know why?
People hate their cats over there.
This is where the catnapper travels every Wednesday.
What's in that area?
His psychiatrist's office.
Really?
Yep, court-ordered psychotherapy.
So what does he do with the cats? Torture them? Sell them?
I'm not sure. Didn't get a chance to find out, but I did find out who pays for his sessions.
Who would that be?
My favorite one-percenter, Joseph Cross.
That's probably something he does for a tax break.
You don't think there could be some type of relation?
To Cross?
Yeah.
The catnapper related to one of the richest families in University City, or America for that matter. No, I don't think so.
Why else would he pay for his treatment? And the mayor, who has dinner with the Crosses, releasing him from custody, I'm not saying he's Joseph Cross's son.
Yeah, that'd be a neat trick. David Cross is reincarnated as the catnapper. Sounds like a scary movie.
I'll pay to see it. How did Cross's son die?
Stabbed to death 6 months ago. David used to help run the Lakeshore Strip Club. His dad is part owner. Found him behind the dumpster. People think it was Joseph's partner, Dennis Harper, that killed him.
Why would they think that?
David, who was married, was screwing around with Dennis's daughter, Sophia, who came up missing. I believe Dennis started doing some bad math and thought
If it
that...
had something to do with her disappearance.
We could never prove it, though. All the stories and whereabouts checked out, and to be honest, I got the feeling he really loved her.
Maybe it was an act.
I know acting.
I forgot I was talking to Tom Hanks here. What about David's wife?
Clean.
Why didn't David's death break up the partnership between Dennis and Cross?
Well, maybe the bottom line is thicker than blood.
You know, he told me he didn't own any clubs.
Who?
Cross.
Really?
Did you find Sophia?
Unfortunately, we did. She was one of the 9 bodies found inside the tennis building, along with Dennis's fiancée, Hannah, who was 20 years a senior.
So the IDs came back from the tennis building?
Faster than I would have liked. One of the bodies ID'd is the daughter of a nationally known journalist.
The circus is on its way.
You better believe it. I have to take a trip to the Cross Mansion.
Why? What's up there?
They own the tennis building. Well, David Cross owned it. Whoever he sold it to, they didn't do a deed transfer with the county.
This is like a horror story.
Well, you wanted to pay for a good movie? Here it is.
I find it hard to believe that someone would purchase a building with bodies on the floor.
Well, hard to say. Anyhow, I'm heading in up there to fill in the gaps. You want to tag along?
Beck darts out the door before Gribbs can finish his invite.
You know, maybe you'd like to find out why he... Whoa! I'll take that as a yes.
Scene 3. Cross home office. Gribbs, feigning sleep, sits with Beck at Cross's desk. Their shoes rest on their laps. Cross practices golf putts.
I do remember you saying you didn't own any clubs.
Gribbs starts to slide out of his seat. Beck grabs him.
I'd have a room you can lay him down in.
He's fine. You're partners with Dennis Harper? You co-own the Lakeshore Strip Club?
Yes and no. Me and Dennis go way back. He came to me with an idea. I had the means. He had the good idea, so I said, sure. That's usually how business works.
But you are an owner.
Not really. Dennis makes all the decisions. He just wanted to feel like he had a board of directors. If you look closely at the paperwork, my mother's name is on there as one of the board members.
Keeping it in the family.
Well, where do you like to keep yours, Detective?
It must be hard running a club with Dennis now. I couldn't imagine doing business with a guy who's suspected of killing my son.
Cross disguises his rage with a sly smirk as he and Beck stare at one another.
I think our pupils are dancing. It must be from that spicy little number you're wearing. It's a bit mesmerizing.
Maybe.
Whoa, I can only hope heaven looks like this.
Holy piss, it lives. Well, can I get you some coffee or something, Lieutenant?
No. I'm fine.
You sure my assistant out there makes one mean cup of mud?
Next time. Mr. Cross, David sold a building about 8 months or 9 months back.
Yes, the tennis building. I gave it to him. I told him, you gotta fly someday.
You pushed him out of the nest.
Well, I guess you can say I did.
I wish my old man would have pushed me out with $1 million building to sell.
8 million.
8 million.
He landed on his feet, but that was David. He was brilliant and eager to get ahead. Now, don't get me wrong, he had his faults.
Was Sophia Harper one of those faults?
I tried to talk to him. I would say, David, you're a married man. What you're doing is wrong. Stop it. He wouldn't listen. But I wouldn't give to have that conversation again.
Do you know who he sold the building to? Was it a corporation?
Oh, dear God, no. He would have gotten 80 million for it. It was two local girls. I guess they'd played there when they were younger. I think they had plans on reviving it.
Cross pulls out a photo of David celebrating with the new owners, Valerie and Manda, and hands it to Gribbs.
I do believe David started fooling around with one of them.
What happened?
Oh, he broke it off. One of the few times he listened to me. I think the girl was a bit heartbroken over it.
By chance, you happen to remember their names?
No, but I'm sure I can find the paperwork in David's office. I haven't been in there for some time, but I'm sure I can locate that for you.
Well, thank you. I would really appreciate that. You mind if we hold on to this? I'll make sure it finds its way back.
Tenant, whatever you need.
Thank you.
Let me see if I can locate that paperwork.
Cross exits.
My gut is talking to me.
Could be that burrito you had.
Oh, I feel something.
Mother Cross enters.
Please tell me you found her.
No, ma'am. We haven't been able to locate Cuddles. We're looking into all possible leads.
Well, I guess I'm just never going to see her again.
We're doing everything we can. You tell the mayor we refuse to give up.
Oh, piss on him. He doesn't give a damn. Too busy planning for the election. I told him that my no-good grandson took her. He just told me, great job. Useless politician pissface.
Can you give us a description of what your grandson looks like? I'm sure Detective Beck would love to have a word with him.
Oh, of course I can. He looks just like the devil himself.
Could you paint the picture a little better for me, ma'am?
What the lieutenant means?
Yes, I know exactly what he means. You're the visitor.
Yes, ma'am.
He has all this crap on his face, like all these drawings.
Tattoos?
Yes! His face looks like a roadmap to crazy.
Your grandson named Mason?
Yes! And he's one of the devil's children. He took my baby and gave her to some jet-flying flatbacker.
Cross darts back into the office.
Mother, you must forgive her.
You go tell that grandson of mine to bring her back. That flatbacker doesn't deserve her. She's a champion.
Excuse me. I need to get Mother situated. Here's the paperwork with all the information. Again, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call.
Beck and Gribbs exit.
You tell him I want her back.
Mother, please.
Scene 4. Hours later, University City Police Station break room. Beck lays the crime scene photos out on the table.
Just try.
Why? So we could put my beans through a coffee grinder? No, thank you.
He's the mayor. He has to listen.
No, he doesn't. Maybe you've forgotten he's hanging a little something over my head.
Then let me present it to the governor.
Jesus, you're trying to get me hung.
Look at all these girls and tell me what you see.
Their hands are tied behind their backs, I know.
Almost like they were prisoners. Now look at these. These are the men who were found on the separate room.
I've seen the case, and I know the truth.
Then you know the 2 guns found at the scene were in the hands of the 2 girls who bought the building, Manda and Valerie. And if you know that, then you know there's no way Lieutenant Moore committed those murders. Let me present this to the governor. Maybe the truth can be over politics for once. What could it hurt? What does he have over you? You can just retire, get the pension. So what does he have? Tell me. You know I'm good with secrets.
Lieutenant Moore violated a restraining order. It was reported to me by the lady. I buried it. People are always complaining about the police. I figured this was nothing but the same. A couple of weeks later, the lady's daughter was reported missing. She happens to be one of the lieutenant's suspected victims. I'm to blame for that. That lady can never have her justice. 1, because the Lou is dead. 2, because we couldn't find her daughter's body. I respected the man. He gave me a career. I was wandering around this world lost when he brought me into this department. I couldn't imagine him being who he was. It's kind of ironic. After the girl had gone missing, I couldn't sleep. Now I can't stay awake. But you take this to the governor and my goose is cooked. Maybe it should be.
Let crimes be placed on those who commit them.
Yeah, but he committed some, and so did I.
But this is your chance to make it right. We'll get the truth out there.
Will?
Hey, you represent the city, and I represent the state. We're the perfect team.
What the hell? I guess I could use another vacation. You handled yourself like a veteran with Cross.
It wasn't easy. He's a bit slimy and slick.
Yeah, but you held your own. I was impressed. You asked the right questions. You didn't get rattled when he was trying to cupcake you.
I've been cupcaked by the best. Wait, how do you know he was cupcaking me?
Told you, back in my heyday, I was a rather good actor.
Guess so. And the Emmy goes too. What did Mother Cross mean by flatbacker?
You don't know?
No.
A person who makes a living on their back.
A prostitute? Why would Mason give his grandmother's cat to a prostitute? You know, on the way to the station, he kept saying, Uncle's gonna be mad. I was wondering why he was saying that. Maybe because he stole his grandmother's cat?
I'll tell you what. Instead of racking your brains, why don't we take a trip and go ask him?
We?
My case is done. I need something to do. Besides, I need someone who can stay awake, and you need someone who can see. Perfect team.
Scene 5. Late evening, Cross Axe Mobile Home Park. Lieutenant Gribbs and Beck stand with a barefoot Miss Gilly.
He won't give me back my shoes.
I'm working on it.
I'm getting blisters. Are you from around here, Lieutenant?
No. I'm from a galaxy far, far away.
Is that place looking for renters?
Have you seen him with any new cats? Ma'am?
Huh?
Your neighbor. Have you seen him with any new cats?
No. Are you married, Lieutenant?
Does Mason ever get any visitors?
Who?
Number 11.
Oh, no. Just the cats he steals. You like to play cat and mouse, Lieutenant?
I don't know what that is.
Are you sure? Miss Gilly.
Huh?
Focus. Does anyone from his family come by?
Family? What family? No one comes by here for him anymore, and I'd be watching.
Anymore? So at one point he did have visitors?
Well, he used to have this young cute guy come by. He was cute, but not my type. He's a bit of a show-off. I don't like that type. I like the silent, meek type.
Did I tell you about the time I got kicked out of the library for talking too much, or the time I slapped a bull?
You look like you wouldn't hurt a fly.
How did he show off?
He would always come by in a different fancy car playing loud music.
Is this the guy?
Gribbs shows her the picture he received from Cross.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
You sure?
I never forget a handsome face.
They use my mug for target practice.
I know what I'd use it for.
Did he get the handsome guy any cats?
Well, he would give him something, but I don't know if it was cats, though. Was they smuggling cats? I knew it.
No, ma'am, no.
Oh. Most of the time, the handsome guy would just holler and scream. I felt sorry for number 10. A little.
What was he yelling about?
The catnapper kept screwing something up. You look thirsty, Lieutenant. Would you like some of my famous lemonade?
Yes, he would love some lemonade.
No, I'm fine.
You gotta keep fluids in you.
Yes, especially in this heat.
Gilly scoots into her trailer.
It's not that hot. Yeah, funny. Real funny.
It's cute. She's lonely.
That's not all she is. So, David came to get the cats from his cousin and gave them to prostitutes.
But why would a prostitute want a cat and not money?
Why don't we ask him?
Mason!
No talking. No talking.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean to you. I was just worried about the cat. I didn't want you to hurt it.
I wouldn't hurt them. I love them. I love them.
I realize that now. I love cats too.
You love cats?
Yes, that's why I was worried.
She's always bragging about her Foxy.
I love my Foxy. He's my fur baby.
I have a rare breed of cat. He's cream with brown paws and a reddish-brown tail. He's from a different country. So if you see him, be careful. Don't run him over.
He sounds beautiful. I would love to see him.
Okay. Is that your dad?
No.
I'm her boss.
I have a boss.
Oh, yeah? Is your Uncle Joseph your boss?
Yeah, he's my boss and my uncle.
What do you do for your uncle?
No talking. No talking.
You don't want to talk about your uncle?
No talking.
We met your grandmother.
That's Nana. My Nana.
Yeah, your Nana.
Nana hits hard.
Your grandmother hit you?
No, Nana hit me.
Oh my God, are you okay? Why would she do that?
I took Cuddles.
Cuddles? You took Cuddles?
Mason, why would you do that? She loves Cuddles.
Talking. No talking.
You can't talk about it. We understand. But Nana is sad. Really sad.
She misses Cuddles. She won't stop crying. She walks around in her pajamas.
Nana's sad?
I think she's depressed.
This is Big Mason. She has the mayor's ear on this. He's putting a lot of pressure on us to find Cuddles.
Mason, you're looking at maybe 2 years in prison.
Jail? No, I don't want to go to jail. They're mean in there.
Yeah, it's no field trip, buddy.
We can't let him go there. They'll hurt him.
Oh, yeah, it's no doubt about that. I mean, with his mugshot on the news, they'll be after him as soon as he gets in there.
He could die in there.
Die? I don't want to die.
Now, maybe we can help you, Mason, but the only way we can do that is if you're honest with us.
Mason, please. Let us help you stay out of jail.
Okay.
Why did you take your grandmother's cat?
I took Nana's cat.
Okay. Why did you take Cuddles?
Uncle Joseph told me to because she sheds on his pants. I tried to get another one for Nana. I couldn't find one.
Why not just give her Cuddles back?
She's gone. She left.
Gone where?
The girl. Don't say girl.
Girl? What girl, Mason?
You can't say girl. Don't say girl. Say product.
The product, Mason. You gave the cat to the product. Why would you give Cuddles to the product?
David's idea. Keep them company before we fly in the plane.
Oh, sounds like fun. What do you do in the plane?
Dance and talk in the test room.
Test room? What's the test room?
That's where the big boys play. Uncle let me in the test room before.
Was the product in the test room? What did you do in the test room?
Do you kiss the product in the test room?
Did you touch the product in the test room?
I didn't have a jacket. You gotta have a jacket to swim.
Mason, how old is the product?
You can't say old. Say established.
What's established, Mason?
Yeah, established.
Established? Your uncle says established?
Yes, established.
How does your uncle meet the product?
Chopstick.
Chopstick?
His little chopstick.
Mason, I'm gonna talk to my boss.
I don't want to go to jail.
You're doing good.
Who the hell is Chopstick?
It's whoever runs a massage parlor called Pedal Spa.
I know it. It's a front.
When I went to talk to Cross, he mistook me for his 2 o'clock massage. He asked me if I was established.
Meaning?
How old am I? He also said I was a little long in the tooth, whatever that means.
You were older than what he was looking for.
You know who likes cats? Young girls.
Scene 6. Cross home office 3 months later. Cross is on his cell phone.
Your Highness, whatever works for you works for me. I can have the plane gassed up and in the air in no time. Well, I've never taken a trip across the pond and not enjoyed myself. Trust me, you're going to love her.
Beck and Gribbs enter with a file folder.
Let me give you a call back, okay? Yeah, we'll work it out, okay. I'll talk to you soon. Officers, how are you?
Better than a one-legged Sal.
I don't know what that means, but okay. You know, Lieutenant, I wanted to tell you this one here looked after you when you were asleep, like a good wife. I think she's a keeper, if you're not already hitched, that is.
She's not ripe enough for my taste.
The less ripe, the better for Mr. Cross.
You don't say. You like unripe fruit, Mr. Cross?
Oh, he sure does.
You two mind removing your shoes?
I mind.
I also mind.
We mind.
All right. What can I do for you, officers?
David was renting private jets, which seems kind of odd.
I think it's odd.
Well, to the 99% it would seem odd.
Is he talking about us?
I think he is.
Officers.
I just don't understand why he would rent private jets.
Especially when his father's the proud owner of a fleet of jets.
I see. Well, David was starting to open some clubs across the country. He wanted to make his own way, and that's why he didn't use my jets.
Ah, you must have been a proud Papa Bear.
Yes, very much so.
Beck pulls out a flight log.
What do you have there?
An old flight log.
Huh. Can I take a gander?
Please do.
Wow. David's name is on here, and he had some interesting people on board.
He did?
Well, most likely investors. David understood the importance of startup capital, and that's why he sold the building.
We're not talking about the investors, Mr. Cross. We're speaking more on the lines of the litter that was on board. Cats have litters. I thought it was a fitting metaphor.
I got it. He didn't, but I did.
I don't quite understand what's going on, but my attorney, Mr. Wesley...
What the lieutenant is talking about are the underage girls that were on that flight.
I don't know anything about that.
You're sure you don't know anything about that flight?
Yes, I'm positive. Now, if you don't mind...
I don't believe him.
Especially when his name is on the flight log.
Getting a massage at 50,000 feet, Mr. Cross?
I was never on any flight.
That's not what witnesses are saying.
According to one witness, you let him test the product.
And by test, we mean sleeping with an underage girl.
Mason has some issues, as you may know. He's probably thinking of a dream he had.
There were other people who shared the same dream.
Do you know a Mrs. Yawn from Pedal Spa? She supplied underage girls for the flight.
I don't know anything about that. If those girls were underage, I had nothing to do with it. It was David's flight.
I think he just threw his dead son under the bus.
I guess you don't remember getting a massage from a 16-year-old girl, but she remembers your massage request.
Lots of oil makes the petting, invigorating. You said that right before you rolled onto your back for that good old happy ending. Then you had sex, or should I say, raped a minor.
She's mistaken. Whoever she is, I was never on that flight.
Would you like to do the honors?
Really?
Yeah, go out in style.
Mr. Cross, you're under arrest.
I was expecting something much stronger.
What do you want from me?
Mother Cross enters.
What in God's name is going on?
Oh, I think you know.
Gribbs exits with Cross.
Where are you taking him? What about my cuddles?
Your son had your grandson steal cuddles as a part of a payment for underage girls for sexual favors.
But did you find cuddles?
No, we didn't. But if I had, I wouldn't bring her back here.
Beck exits. Mother surveys the cold room. Her eyes harden as she glares at the phone. She marches to Cross's desk and makes a call.
Hello, Leonard. It's Georgia. I'm well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it has been a while. Yes. I would absolutely love that. Well, you know the reason for this call, but I've had a change of heart from the real reason I was calling. There's something more pressing that needs to be attended to. It's extremely personal.
Scene 7. 2 days later, Cross Acts Mobile Home Park. Mason's dead body is covered with a white sheet. Ms. Gilly sits on her trailer steps, handcuffed. Beck and Gribbs stand over Mason's body.
She just wanted her shoes back.
Poison the guy. Those must have been some nice shoes.
She said it was world famous. I heard on the scanner last night they found Dennis Harper face down in his club.
2 to the back of the head.
I guess the bottom line isn't thicker than blood for someone.
Speaking of Cross,
Didn't know he was speaking of Cross.
guess he's getting a slap on the wrist.
What?
I guess runaways and admitted prostitutes don't seem to have much credibility, no matter how young they are.
Unbelievable. This guy flew kids around the world for him and his twisted friend's desires, and the law wasn't going to do crap about it? Smells like a cover-up for me. Who else was on those flights?
Hard to say when the flight logs are destroyed.
Politics always hold the truth. Where's the justice?
The only ones getting justice today are those cats.
How's that?
How many victims get the chance to piss on their abductor?
Scene 8. Cross home office 1 year later. Cross is on his cell phone.
Oh, no, the fuel is on me. I told you I will handle it. You all did a great job for me, and I owe you. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Is my 2 o'clock here? Is my 2 o'clock here?
Oh, don't worry about your assistant. She's on her way to the back seat of a cruiser.
What is this?
You're 2 o'clock.
Mr. Cross, do you know an Addison Casey?
Who?
According to your assistant's planner, she was scheduled to give you a massage on Tuesday 6 months ago. Then that same week, you and your assistant convinced her to take a week-long trip to New Mexico, where throughout the week she met and entertained a couple of congressmen and a former president who had their way with this girl. The problem? She was only 16.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Didn't I tell you he would say that?
Beck pulls out $1 and hands it to Gribbs.
Thanks. All right. With feeling.
Mr. Cross, you are under fucking arrest for prostitution of a minor.
That is going out in style.
End of play.